The latest on Ukraine now. There are escalating clashes between Ukrainians who favor independence and those who want a united Ukraine. Each side accuses the other of tearing the country apart. But as CCTV's Kate Parkinson reports from Slavyansk, there's a lot of local support for the uprising.
Slavyansk is a small backwater town of around 116,000 people that few outside Ukraine had heard of a month ago. But it is now the centre of the country's unrest and the most heavily fortified bastion of the anti-government militia. Roadblocks and checkpoints have sprung up around town to stop an advance of the Ukrainian armed forces, often built and manned by locals who support the armed militia, the mysterious green men in their unmarked military fatigues who've led the uprising across eastern Ukraine.
I think people will stand until we're victorious. We have nowhere to retreat. Where can we retreat to? Where can we run? It's our land and it's our town. We were born here, we grew up here, we raised our children here. Our wives and mothers are here, and we're defending them.
These women have joined the uprising too, preparing food for the fighters in a small kitchen at the back of the militia's headquarters. But Victoria says if Kiev's military units try to occupy Slavyansk, she'd be willing to take up arms to defend her town.
If I could be useful standing with a shotgun close to my husband, close to my friends, of which I have many now and they have become so dear to me, I would go with my weapon and I will defend my country, my town, my friends, my daughter. There is no way.
Kiev and its Western allies accuse Russia of backing the eastern militia. The Kremlin insists that Russian forces are not involved, and proving a link is difficult. But there is clear evidence of local support. In the town's market, Zhenya shows me where he used to work as a cobbler. He scoffs at the idea that Russia is backing the militiamen.
Do I look like I receive any support? This knife is so antique. This pistol is about 50 years old. They needed a hammer to smash through the rust on this rifle. Look at my weapons. You can see that nobody is sponsoring me.
The shadowy paramilitary takeover of swathes of eastern Ukraine has raised many questions and accusations of Russian involvement. It's hard to prove, but what is clear is that here in Slavyansk there is local support and clear local involvement in the eastern uprising and the push for independence from Kiev. Kate Parkinson, CCTV, Slavyansk in eastern Ukraine.